In all of us, in our hearts, there's love and light that we must realize we need to feel.
Hi Aries, so we're going to do your reading. We're going to start with the archetype deck from the Wild Unknown, probably followed by a spirit animal from the same creator, and also the tarot. And maybe finish it off with a message from the universe. I'll clarify anything that I feel needs to be clarified. So let's begin. Very tiny hands for this deck, so just bear with me. I will be muscle testing the card just because it's impossible for me to shuffle this card, this deck. And for those of you that don't know, I am a kinesiologist, so muscle testing is a way that I do this. Okay, Aries, the vow. The vow. Okay. Just going to pull the spirit animal cards as well, just before I start the reading. So I want to get a card for your current energy around this archetype and the energy that you are working towards. So for current energy for Aries. Wow, the beaver's been coming out a lot. And the whale also came out earlier, another sign. Okay, Aries, so we have the vow here as the archetypal energy. Now, the vow can be something that we have either previously in another life committed to, or it's in real terms in everyday life. It's more like the words that we speak or the thoughts that we speak that have created an energetic pattern, either for good or for bad. So it's either serving you or it's not serving you. Or the vow kind of feels to me like it's maybe a reminder to maybe listen closely to what you may have promised yourself or promised others, and whether that's serving you. Because we have the beaver energy, and the beaver is, think 8 of Pentacles, think hard worker, loyal, stable. But when out of balance, it can kind of feel overworked, overwhelmed. And I'm drawn to the yellow here, the solar plexus energy. Are you looking after your own best interests? Or is the story you've been telling lately for your highest good? Because with the whale energy here, it's almost asking you to go deeper. It's like the current vow or the current thought pattern or the current dialogue that you have going. I feel like it needs to be reworked. There's something greater here that you may not be hearing, and it's definitely been said, so it's just needing to figure out where the higher intention is for you or for your situation. The beaver definitely feels like a caretaker for others, and I feel like the vow is kind of it's lost traction with yourself. So maybe you feel you need to help others for yourself to feel worthy or needed. But I definitely get the sense that there's a tiredness or an exhaustion around your current story or the script that happens to be going on in your head. The Whale, think of Queen of Cups here, you know, deep emotional connection, able to really go deep to the depths of the ocean to kind of work out what the higher message is. Even with the colors here, you can see that she's, or he, is connected to a higher intention. There's underneath knowledge, deep knowledge within, that's trying to be highlighted here. So it might be that you need to sever some vows that you've been saying in your current situation. Yeah, there's just something deeper here that you're needing to look at. I'm actually going to get an essential oil for this one because it does feel like quite a deep message, so it'll help me tune in. Mandarin, sweetness, can quieten, soothe, and still gentle healing. So just give me 1 second. Yeah, so it almost is kind of asking you to get still, to step away from this busy energy of being hardworking, even for yourself or for others. It's about maybe bringing in some stillness, finding out what that hidden deeper message is that wants to come through. And you can only really find that when you are still, or in the quiet, or in the dark, or, you know, looking at the some of the shadow stuff maybe, or just some of the hidden messages. I just feel like there is, yeah, there's something that it's like an operating system that you're working that kind of needs to be severed. I just see that in this picture here, that there's like, I don't know, a disconnection that needs to be happen, because it's almost got like a diamond energy here. Like it is for your highest good to actually sever this this dialogue that you have going. But let's get some tarot to see a deeper message. Messages for Aries for this story. Go for one or two more. Right? Okay. Let's work with those ones for now. Okay, so we have, yeah, look, the Ten of Wands, Strength card, and Father of Swords. So you can already feel the energy of the story. I mean, I think you know this. I feel like you have already been hitting the wall a couple of times. Ten of Wands is really about... it's like 10 of Wands, isn't it? It's like all the responsibility. It's become a burden. It absolutely has become a burden. And some of the baggage that you have been carrying around may or may not be all yours. But essentially you may have made it yours, which is kind of annoying to hear. But I do totally understand that, especially when you're an empath. And I see when you're working with the solar plexus, it is how you kind of connect and read people, right? So you can kind of feel their pain. And so you may want to remedy that. But the cards are asking you to remedy this yourself, for yourself, to gain that strength, you know, it's that soft strength, the ability to know that, see, even with the yellow coming through again, it's just about kind of harnessing your own strength for yourself first, taking that healing medicine for yourself, and kind of soothe out some of that energy. But it is with gentleness, you know, you're not about to be the roar of the lion, to be of you know, you don't need to reach that sort of raw energy. It is definitely a soft strength that you are finding for yourself, because you have the Father of Swords here, and it's just asking you to remove, to sever this dialogue that you've been speaking or thinking that's not serving you. And you'll know what that is, because it's probably been going around like a broken record. And so the cards are here to say, you know, just think what it is. Think what it is that you can remove at this stage. It might not all happen overnight, because you do need to go into a deeper space to find out what it is that you want, but you can't go there until you do sever some of this this broken record. It's the only way I can kind of describe it. It's that you really have reached the end of your limit here, so you know that that's probably why you're watching this reading. It's to gain some sort of clarity on that. And you're going to do it, once you get to this level, you will be doing it with some discernment, because you're going to know, you're going to be standing in your power, and you'll know that you'll know how to help and serve others, because that's what you want to do. But you're going to have the strength to have the discernment of what you can remove, and almost light up your wand, really, to be the power for your network or for yourself. But it's really just bringing things into balance. Yeah, you have the Moon card at the bottom of the deck. So yeah, this is probably stuff you haven't really been aware of. Not that you're totally aware of this energy, but the awareness around what it is that you may want to speak to in the future, or, you know, create a vow to, or a promise to yourself. Yeah, it's been kind of hidden. And so the cards are just asking you to unravel that, because you have the Two of Wands underneath. It's about creating a new path for yourself. So actually, I'll just inhale the essential oil again to help clear some of the energy around this for yourself. And I might just see, yeah, let's see if we can clarify what the burden actually has been. Just to give you more insight. So, 10 of Wands for Aries. Yes. So, Temperance and the Eight of Cups. So yeah, it's having patience with yourself while you go through this journey. You know, you've reached a lot of lessons already around this story. You've understood that previously there has had to be a shift. And you have been finding your ground around that. You've understood what has been working and what hasn't been working, but you're still in that space of near completion, but you are going to learn how to alchemize this energy and walk away from what doesn't serve you. And that will help with the Strength card as well, of knowing what your beliefs and desires are for the future. Yeah, you've got Ace of Swords at the bottom, so yeah, clarity is definitely coming through. There's going to be a new way of thinking or speaking to yourself or to others, don't know if I want to. Let's clarify the Strength card. What have we got for the Strength card for Aries? Great. So you've got the Two of Wands again. Making a choice for a new adventure. And you've got the World and you've got the Lovers. Yeah, you've definitely come into a new start, a completing of this old cycle, and bringing you back into choice of what's going to suit you, remembering your own self-love, and it's when you can find the love for yourself, you're able to balance things out. You're able to balance the dark and the light, because you have more of a solid footing. You're kind of when you're working in the solar plexus and you have self-love, you're already, your guidance system is anchored. And when your guidance system is anchored, you can get a strong footholding on your base chakra, your solid foundation. You have a better understanding of what keeps you grounded. But then you also have higher access to the lighter frequencies, the subtle energies that sometimes we can't reach when we are in an overworked, burdened space. So it looks like you are closing out that cycle, and that you are going to definitely be coming into a better choice, because you're going to have the strength to realize that there is a new path that you can be building, a new thought, a new vow, a new way of thinking, and that you are going to be closing out this cycle, because you've got the awareness around it now. You've got the choice to say that you want something different. Let's see, yeah, you've got the Justice card at the bottom, so again, it's about balancing all of that out. Let's see what the Father of Swords can tell us. Five of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles, Four of Wands. Yeah, totally. So you're basically, you've been in a difficult situation. It may have even affected your health and your finances. With this overburdened energy, you've probably been depleting a lot of your own self-care. And now you're moving into a space of understanding what it is you need to do. It's like a pause moment. It's like just waiting to see what you can harvest for yourself, or in this situation. It's like, I no longer want to be spiraling downwards. I just rather take a moment to figure out what I need, what I want to create, what I want to grow, and then picking the fruit when it's ripe, you know, taking those moments of knowing when, it's kind of like a state of grace, you know. You just want to be in you've done some hard work and now you're just ready to level it out. You've got the Hangman there from a different perspective. So, and then you're moving into the Four of Wands, which is amazing energy. It's celebrating, it's more balanced, it's divine. When you can remove some of this energy that hasn't been serving you, you're going to find your footing. You're going to be moving towards a vision for yourself that you want to celebrate or commit to. Let's see if there's a final message from the universe. Actually, the bottom of the archetype was ocean from memory. Yeah, interesting. So it is deep. It's deep, but it's limitless, and your creations are limitless. So you have no limitations on what you want to create for yourself, or grow for yourself, or build for yourself. You just need to close out this cycle, to break this vow that's not serving you, it's not in your highest good. Can we have some advice Ooh. So 3. To relinquish control, I simply let loose and allow myself to be more childlike. I surrender to all. Stillness is the key to success. Of course, perfect. Yeah, that's basically what it is to get still, right? Like, you can't be in this energy to find those quiet whispers. To find that wisdom, you need to let go. You need to let go of what it is that's kind of been controlling you. Whether you've done it to yourself or it's others that have kind of imposed their lives upon you or their story. But yeah, this is what the universe wants to let you know that you're here for a reason, and you created a bigger vow even before you got here. And it's time to surrender to what that could be. And stillness will be the key to success. So, yeah. And again, with the oil, quieten and soothe and still your gentle healing. So, Aries, we know Aries loves to be very strong-willed and, you know, sort things out, but it might be time to just go into that soft space for a little bit. Find the patience or the temperance, because you are closing out this cycle, and it will be a time for healing. But once you realize what's not serving you, once you get those answers, you'll know what you need to remove and what to build from here. Okay, so I hope this helps, and I'd love to hear about it in the comments. This is a new channel, so if you would love to give me a thumbs up or even subscribe, that would be amazing.
And all of us, in our hearts, there's love and light that we must realize.